This video shows you changes in the latest build of the RAD4 language guide, version 4.1. The RAD language guide now has the ability to import updates to the guide from an XML file that will preserve any custom items that you may have added to your guide under version 4.0. The guide now supports both a Microsoft Access as well as a SQLite data source, and the application must specify the data source as a startup string. The import functionality of this version of the language guide requires FCAS build 4154 or higher. If you already have an installed version of the RAD language guide version 4 and have replaced and loaded the radlang.fcx file in the online applications folder of the FCAS config folder, you will have to alter the application string of your installed instance of the application to specify the database type that your RAD language guide is stored in. If you try to launch it as is, you will get this notification. To resolve this problem, right-click on the installed instance and choose Properties and uncheck the read-only bit and save. When you open the instance now, you can alter the application string to add the database type. If you are upgrading from version 4, your database type will be Microsoft Access, so enter MS Access as the startup string. Save the form and right-click once more to view the document properties and set the read-only bit. The application will function the same way that version 4 did, except that there is now an additional Update Guide button. When you click on this button, you are taken to the Update screen. You must have a valid XML file provided you from OpenText First Class that contains the updates to existing records as well as new items that have been added to the RAD language set. Updating the database will not affect any items that you have added to the user-defined section of your database. It will only update and/or add new records to the non-user-defined sections. Choose whether you want to add new items, update any existing items, or both. I've chosen both, though in this release of the update file, only new records will be added to the guide. Next, either drag and drop your update file onto the filing cabinet, or right-click and choose Attach File and locate the correct update file. Once uploaded, you can click on Proceed. The database will update, and when finished, you will get an indication of how many records were updated and/or added to the guide. Once complete, you can click on Cancel. The updates are immediately available to you, and you will notice 4 new categories. These are Hash Table, HTTP, Performance Timers, and XML. The XML methods and attributes are used in this solution to read the updates from the XML file and update the guide. All of this information is in the latest release of the online help, but has been parsed so that you can use the RAD language guide to search for and locate the information you need to complete your projects.